Hey everyone! Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic, desexualizing your brain. This concept is all about changing the way we think about and react to sexual stimuli. Now, you might be wondering, why would I want to do that? We live in a world saturated with sexual imagery, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed or even controlled by these messages. This constant bombardment can affect our self-esteem, our relationships, and even our mental health. So let's explore why desexualizing your brain is important and how you can start transforming your mental habits for a healthier, more fulfilling life. Think about it. We're constantly bombarded with sexualized images, videos, and messages. From billboards to social media feeds, it's everywhere. This constant exposure can create unrealistic expectations about sex, relationships, and even our own bodies. When we're constantly consuming this type of content, it starts to shape the way we see the world. We might start objectifying others, reducing them to their physical attributes rather than seeing them as whole, complex individuals. This can damage our relationships and make it difficult to form genuine connections. Desexualizing your brain isn't about suppressing your sexuality or denying your desires. It's about taking control of your thoughts and choosing how you want to perceive yourself and the world around you. Imagine being able to walk down the street or scroll through your social media feed without feeling bombarded by sexualized messages. Imagine feeling comfortable in your own skin, appreciating your body for its strength and capabilities rather than just its appearance. This is the power of desexualizing your brain. It's about reclaiming your mind and choosing to focus on what truly matters. It's about cultivating a sense of inner peace and self-acceptance that isn't dictated by external factors. It's about understanding that your worthiness and value don't come from your physical appearance or your sexuality, but from something much deeper. Your character, your compassion, your contributions to the world. Desexualizing your brain is a journey, not a destination. It's about making conscious choices every day to challenge the societal norms and expectations that have been ingrained in us. It's about creating a healthier relationship with yourself, with others, and with the world around you. It's about reclaiming your power, your peace, and your perspective. This is why desexualizing your brain is so important. It's not about denying your sexuality, but about embracing your full potential as a human being. So, how do we actually begin this journey of desexualizing our brains? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to what triggers those sexual thoughts and desires. Is it certain types of media, specific websites or social media platforms? Maybe it's even certain environments or social situations. Notice patterns and triggers. This awareness gives you the power to make different choices. Reduce your exposure to those triggers. Take breaks from shows, movies, or websites with sexualized content. Replace that content with things that inspire or educate you. Mindfulness is a powerful tool. Practices like meditation help you observe your thoughts without judgment. Create a space between a trigger and your reaction. Engage in healthy activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. Reach out for support if you're struggling. Let's delve deeper into the first step of desexualizing your brain, identifying your triggers. This is about becoming a detective of your own mind, observing your thought patterns without judgment. Start by paying attention to what you expose yourself to throughout the day. What kind of content are you consuming online? What shows are you watching? What kind of conversations are you having? Notice what specifically triggers sexual thoughts or desires. Is it a particular genre of movie? Certain types of images on social media? Maybe it's even certain songs or lyrics that evoke those feelings. Think about the environments that might be triggering. Is it certain social situations, like being at a bar or club? Or maybe it's being around certain people who make you feel uncomfortable or objectified. Pay attention to your internal state as well. Are you more likely to experience these thoughts when you're feeling stressed, anxious, or lonely? Identifying these emotional triggers can be incredibly insightful. Keep a journal or make notes on your phone to track your observations. Don't censor yourself, just write down whatever comes to mind. The more aware you become of your triggers, the more power you have to manage them. Remember, this isn't about feeling guilty or ashamed of your thoughts. It's about approaching this process with curiosity and compassion. You're simply gathering information about your own mind so that you can make conscious choices. Identifying your triggers is an ongoing process. As you become more aware, you might notice new triggers emerging, or you might find that certain triggers become more or less potent over time. The key is to stay curious, stay observant, and be kind to yourself throughout the process. This is about self-discovery and growth, not self-judgment. By understanding your triggers, you're taking the first step towards creating a healthier relationship with yourself and with the world around you. Now that you've identified some of your triggers, let's explore step 2, reducing your exposure. This doesn't mean you have to live in a bubble or completely avoid anything remotely related to sexuality. It's about making conscious choices that align with your goals. Start by setting boundaries with the media you consume. If certain shows, movies, or websites are constantly triggering you, consider taking a break from them or significantly reducing your exposure. Think about the accounts you follow on social media. Are they filled with images and messages that align with your values? If not, unfollow or mute them. You have the power to curate your online experience. Be mindful of the conversations you engage in. If certain topics or people tend to lead to sexualized discussions that make you uncomfortable, steer the conversation in a different direction or politely excuse yourself. This might require having some honest conversations with friends or family members. Let them know that you're working on yourself and that you'd appreciate their support in creating a more respectful and empowering environment. Remember, reducing exposure isn't about deprivation. It's about making space for things that truly nourish you. Instead of spending hours scrolling through social media, pick up a book, go for a walk in nature, or connect with loved ones. Fill your life with activities that inspire you, challenge you, and bring you joy. This could be anything from pursuing a hobby to volunteering in your community or learning a new skill. When you focus on enriching your life with positive experiences, you naturally have less time and energy for things that don't serve you. It's about shifting your focus from external validation to internal fulfillment. Reducing exposure is about taking control of your environment and making choices that support your growth and well-being. It's about creating a space where you can thrive, free from the constant bombardment of sexualized messages. Now, let's explore step 3, practicing mindfulness. This is where we delve into the power of the present moment and learn to observe our thoughts without getting swept away by them. Mindfulness is about cultivating awareness of your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations without judgment. It's about becoming an observer of your own mind, noticing those thoughts arise without attaching to them. One of the most effective ways to practice mindfulness is through meditation. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Notice the sensation of each inhale and exhale, the rise and fall of your chest. As you meditate, thoughts will inevitably arise. That's perfectly normal. Don't judge yourself or try to push those thoughts away. Simply acknowledge them, observe them without judgment, and gently guide your attention back to your breath. Think of your thoughts like clouds passing by in the sky. You observe them, acknowledge their presence, but you don't need to grab onto them or let them carry you away. Mindfulness is a skill that takes practice. Start with just a few minutes of meditation each day and gradually increase the duration as you feel more comfortable. There are also many guided meditation apps and resources available online. The more you practice mindfulness, the more space you create between a trigger and your reaction. Instead of automatically responding with a thought or desire, you develop the ability to pause, observe, and choose a different path. This pause is incredibly powerful. It gives you the freedom to respond to situations from a place of awareness and intention rather than reacting on autopilot. It allows you to make choices that align with your values and your goals. Mindfulness is about cultivating a sense of presence and awareness in every aspect of your life. It's about savoring the simple joys, appreciating the beauty around you, and connecting with yourself on a deeper level. Remember, desexualizing your brain is a journey, not a destination. It's about making conscious choices every day to challenge the societal norms and expectations that have been ingrained in us. It's about creating a healthier relationship with yourself, with others, and with the world around you. It's about reclaiming your power, your peace, and your perspective. Start by identifying your triggers, reducing your exposure, and practicing mindfulness. Engage in healthy activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul, and don't hesitate to seek support if you need it.